Good morning, Grand Rising Soul Tribe. This is Tracy with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, the views, subscribes, membership, donations, everything. Comments, I appreciate it all. Let's ring the bell. Let's clear out this energy and let's see what the message the Spirit has for us today. You didn't hear that round and round. You didn't hear those excuses. You didn't hear none of that. You heard somebody called judgment. Good morning, RB. You heard somebody call judgment on a situation. When they called judgment on a situation, that caused somebody else who they had to call judgment on to become stuck in their own demise. Something that they did. Good. Grand Rising, Red Violet Crystals. Good morning. Bottom of the deck. Oops. Can't make this up. Justice. It's just right. Somebody was trying to do something to you that they had no business doing, so they got stuck in it. You said, I see what you told them. Oh my gosh, you told them. You called judgment. You told them, and they got stuck in it. You cannot make this shit up. It's like your intuition was telling you what was the right way to go and what was not the way to go. Like you were following your North Star. Somebody thought that they was going to have you like almost like eating out the palm of their hand, but instead, they got stuck. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? And thanks for hanging out with me this morning. Y'all know I usually do this in the evening. I'm probably going to do it this evening, but I'm doing it this morning. We have the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Wands. So even though I feel like somebody tried to come at you a certain way, they tried to come at you some type of sneaky way, but you already could see what they was trying to do. Like God was right there with you, letting you know somebody is not telling you the truth. Somebody's trying to be a little sneaky motherfucker. Morning, Jonah. Love, light, and blessings to you too. So even though somebody was trying to come at you, you already had your guard up. You was already prepared. You was already knew. And they thought they was going to celebrate with you. They thought they was going to have you bamboozled somewhere, some way, somehow. Good morning, Kate. I'm well. How are you? But it didn't happen like that. It did not happen like that. See, their little secret plan of what they was going to do to try and get over, all that shit came out. You saw what they was trying to do. They was going to like try this little secret plan, and then, they was going to leave, and you going to sit there and waiting for, well, aren't you coming back? Where are you at? See, this is something that somebody could have done in the past. But this is something that you called them out, and not only that, but you saw what they was trying to do. What's the message? Well, I tell you, this is like, I think, the end of a certain cycle where people are starting to figure out you're not getting away with shit. Somebody thought that they was just slicker than Slick Rick. They could just like kind of control you and make you do whatever. Like they had some type of control over you. This is somebody who was very controlling, who was toxic, who was nasty, who was negative. That's just somebody who you didn't want, but you saw it and you said it. Whatever it was, you said it. It's like you dealt with it. You fought that motherfucking dragon and you ended it. Your sword against theirs, and you won. What's that song? Jolene, what's that song about shooting the sheriff and winning? All right, Red Violet Crystals, have a wonderful day today. Yeah, somebody thought that you was going to be loyal to them when they wasn't trying to be loyal to you. They thought that they was going to be able to string you along for a long time until you had to let this motherfucker know, no. You've already done your shadow work. You saw, you peeped their game. You saw what they was about, and it wasn't shit. It wasn't about a damn thing. Yeah, somebody thought that they was going to try and get you to a place where it was going to like, you was going to be trying to give up your money. You was going to be doing this. You was going to be doing that. You was going to just like offer yourself up on a platter. But I don't feel like that's it wasn't like that. I feel like you were aware. You were aware. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, somebody didn't think that you even saw what was going on, but not only did you see, you said, let me save myself. Because see, somebody couldn't, they thought that you was the one that couldn't see anything, but you did. You was like, I'm out of here. Somebody, but I feel like this is the end of an era where people are thinking that they can get over without there being any consequences on their end. Because there are consequences to be had. Yes, there are consequences to be had. Grand Rising, Marion. And one of those consequences was you being extremely independent and by yourself, not afraid to be by yourself. You did what was best for you. See, somebody tried to step to you like they was some type of immature little imbecile thinking that you was just going to accept anything. They didn't realize you was the Queen of Pentacles, and here they are trying to offer you a little, like they coming to you like a Page of Pentacles. It was like, boo, I'm so far past that. If you don't mind going to go sit down somewhere for your feelings get hurt, because I don't have time to babysit you in your ego. I don't have time to babysit you in your little feelings. And I can't make that up. Dang. Somebody thought that you was gonna like want to take over helping them to be a better person, like they was telling you, see, that's why I need you around to help me be a better person, to do this, to do that, to do this, to do that. But all you saw was that you was about to be overworked by a motherfucker who couldn't take care of who didn't want to accept responsibility for their own actions. And you already saw the truth that this motherfucker was lost. You already found the answer that somebody else was lost. I feel like you chose to leave them just right there. Because see, everybody don't, yes, you saw the truth. Your intuition was telling you this motherfucker is lost. You know the truth. That you, if they wanted you to put your help them, but they wasn't willing to help themselves. Yeah, they wanted you to help them when you was like, no, you got to do the work. Like they was going to try and pull you down. Because the Seven of Pentacles, that ain't working. They was going to try and pull you down. You saw the truth in that, and you was like, how about I cut the cord? I hate to have to. You got your little scythe out there. Hey, you was like, whew. I hate to see you fall like that, but it was either you or me. Yeah, their little tricks wasn't working. Their little lies wasn't working. Their little whatever they thought was doing, it wasn't working. Somebody, you was like, oh no. Anything else from this deck? Thank you. Yeah, you was already too stable. Your foundation was already built. You know, you already had accomplished a lot in life as far as knowing the difference between, a taker and a giver, and somebody who's a narcissist and somebody who's healed. You've already been through all of that. And you could tell that this person was trying to be slick. This person was trying to make up lies and think that you would not know. Not only did you know, but I'm telling you, you called this person out and you close that cycle. When you close that cycle, they got stuck. That wheel of fortune started turning in your favor and out of their favor just because of how they tried to come to you. This person didn't realize who they was trying to step to, or they didn't realize that they should not have stepped to you like that. You wasn't no fool. You was a thinking woman. You had your eyes open. You was looking at everything. You already had everything that you needed because you was already healed. Somebody didn't realize that. But they do now. Because now they know that they're in a position where they're feeling like, wait, what just happened? Something can happen from one day to the next day. And, like they say, what a difference a day makes. That could be the truth. What a difference a day makes. See, somebody thought that they, there was like goddess of the moon, appreciation, and broken heart. Like they didn't appreciate you. Someone was very intuitive. But yet, and instead of somebody appreciating you, they didn't. They ended up breaking your heart. But they had this plan with that goddess of the moon. It was something that was not, they had a plan. With their third chakra and the fourth chakra and hostilities, what their plan was just to do something, come in, stroke their ego, try and open up your heart, and then do you wrong. Because they wasn't really trying to do you right. What's the message? What is the message? But you was able to see this, and that's why you was like, I'm out. Like you put a stop to something. Because you saw that they was trying to get you to, they was trying to take you somewhere where you did not want to go. Like they was trying to get you trapped and stuck, where they could get you to manipulate you emotionally. They wanted you to have wearing your heart on your sleeve like that. He was like, what else? Yeah, they pre-planned this. It's like I'm not gonna sit there and say they was doing this for months, but they knew what they was doing. Because I can almost hear like little chatter in the background or something like that. Like somebody whispering. You know how somebody's trying to. That's why it didn't work out. See, I feel like you told them about themselves, or you spoke up, you said something, and you speaking up, you saying something, that was where you're receiving your blessings. Because like I said, somebody called judgment, somebody said something, somebody called them out on their bad behavior. Them calling them out on that bad behavior, like the magician in the mirror, it's like you're not fooling me. I'm looking at you, I'm seeing you, I'm holding the mirror up so that you see it. I know what you're doing. Been there, done that. And that was like almost like a way for you to reach your abundance, because then that let that person know and everybody else know you're not the one, the two, or the three. What's the message? See, somebody didn't expect you to say anything. They didn't. But you've already healed your heart. So therefore, there was nothing for you not to say. I'm telling you, somebody had a strategy with you. They wanted you to be wearing your heart on your sleeve. They wanted you to feel like you couldn't get along without them. Like they were supposed to, create some type of of effect. But justice took over. You called justice. You called justice. What's the message? Anything else from this deck? Okay. So I think you calling justice, it's almost like it opened up the door to a new beginning, because it was it was your confidence, your esteem, your self-worth, how you feel about yourself. That led to a new beginning, and not only a new beginning, but a new connection of somebody that actually values you and they see how valuable you are. See, this is somebody thought that you was gonna be sleeping and not thinking, but you was thinking and not sleeping. And that's good. They hate it when they see the thinking woman, but we love it. Which one? This one. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody had thought that you was not going to be able to figure this out. You wasn't going to see this. You was going to be so wrapped up in your heart space that you was not going to be able to see that they was just talking all shit, not just a little bit, but wasn't nothing going to amount to anything with the Seven of Pentacles. Nothing was going to amount to anything. This person, they thought they could read you like a book. This is somebody who thought that they was, going to be the Hercules of your world, and they was worrying about their wand and their ego and how they was going to look to their friends and everything else. This person did not expect you to protect yourself and walk the fuck away, leaving them stuck right there. They didn't expect that. Well, now they do. All right, RB, have a great day today. Kate said she saw 1414, meaning love yourself and trust your angels. Absolutely. Thank you so very much. Yeah, see, somebody, it's like they went too far. They did too much. They acted like a fool. They didn't take a lot into consideration, and now they find themselves left out in the cold. And you've left. You allowed spirit to take you and your happy-go-lucky, loving life self on, and you're gone. And now this person is sitting here feeling stuck, trying to work it out, trying to think, what can they do to get back in your good graces? They want to try and figure something out. What can I do? What can I do? This is the same person that, they want to try and think of something passionate. Maybe they want to try and say, well, I think I want to, maybe a good, something that's going to be an eye catcher, something that's going to be where somebody thinks, oh, well, maybe I should. But see, this person realizes now the wheel of fortune is not turning in their favor. They are being overburdened. Not only are they being overburdened, but let me tell you something. Them trying to do something to you has negatively impacted them. They are stuck in a world in a cycle that they cannot get out of. There's no happiness. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. I don't know why I'm hurt. That's probably why I'm hearing this song. Because somebody regrets the day that they stepped to you wrong for no damn reason. Just because they was bored. Yeah. That's them creating a generational curse for them and theirs. And they just don't even know it. They just don't even know it. But they do know there's not a lot that they can do to come back and try and apologize because you got them at arm's length. Someone is sitting here thinking, should they travel towards you? But they don't even know because they know that they caused such a ruckus with you that you had no choice but to walk away. And once you walked away, that's whenever they started getting scared and nervous. And they's like sitting there thinking, why did I act like that? Why did I do that? Because she saw everything that I did, and she was not afraid to, or she didn't hesitate to close that cycle and walk out that door. And that's when someone started thinking, you know what? They wasn't being fair. It was not being fair. They was playing these little trick games with an empress because they still hadn't grown up yet. They still was thinking about, their friends and what the friends was going to think and everything. Still hadn't grown up yet. Now, all of a sudden, somebody thinking, well, maybe I can grow up. Well, maybe you can go sit your ass down. Yes, thank you, Jonah. Thank you. Yes. Hey, Melissa. Grand Rising. Yeah, now somebody want to work with you. Now they want to come in. They want to offer you an apology or something. Now they want to work with you because they don't think that you'll know that, hey, there was some shit in the game. Like they couldn't, they trying to come back to determine, are you really, like they would want to call you, are you really a good girl or are you really a hoe? Like they really don't know. They know. Their ass is sitting here looking at you by themselves, probably, all on the internet looking at you and shit like that. Shit, I'm telling you, people is dumb these days. They are. It's so funny because it's funny, but it's not funny. This almost feel like somebody who wanted to date, but they don't know how to date. They don't know how to show up to be a human yet. They still in they lowest vibrational energy, trying to blame, their lack of a mate on somebody else. And they trying to blame somebody keeping them at bay on somebody else, because all they worrying about is that fucking wand energy. They're not even stepping to nobody, right? That's why people are protecting themselves against this person. Shit, you would too. Especially if you don't know what the fuck you want. Somebody look at, and it's like, yeah, they need to get out of this whole, like, I feel like this is somebody, just, I don't know, for whatever reason, like, not necessarily spying, but you know how people just like on the internet and they're looking and looking and looking, like maybe through a website or dating site or something, like, and instead of them actually putting out any type of energy, they just like go through the motions. It's an ego thing for them. But then whenever, they don't get their ego stroked and their ego get hurt, then all of a sudden they want to, call somebody out their name, talk about how they didn't like this person anyway, and this and that and the other, where it's just, somebody just wasn't stroking their ego. What's the message? Now somebody want to have their ego stroked because their ego was hurt. And now they want to come back because they can't make it. They hope that you didn't really see this, how they was acting, and they can't make up their motherfucking mind of how they really want to act. Do you want to act like a little devil, or do you want to act like a human being with emotion and responsibility? Understanding that there's more than just you in the world. So somebody can't figure out how they really want to show up. But they keep looking at you and they keep seeing that you keep getting justice, and ain't nothing wrong with your heart space. They just know that if they can't come correct, they can't come at all, because you ain't taking no half-stepping motherfuckers. We ain't half building. That shit is put to the fucking side. Anything else, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah. Come correct. That's all that is. Come correct. Somebody got to learn that they got to come correct. I'm telling you, somebody made a judgment call. They made a judgment call on somebody's bad behavior, somebody's little in and out action. Somebody saw how somebody was trying to hold back, thinking that they was going to get their wish fulfillment, and it was just all about them, and they refused to see somebody else's worth and somebody else's strength until somebody had to flip them the bird and walk the fuck away. But somebody made a judgment call. And if you got stuck in that cycle, when that judgment call was made, that's what your ass get. That's what your ass get. You was the one who was sitting there lying, cheating. This ain't the first. This ain't the last. Won't be the first time. Won't be the last time. But somebody got some real growing up to do. Now somebody want to send out a message to this earth angel. Like this earth angel don't see how they coming. There's a whole bunch of shit that somebody ain't talked about, don't know, and they think that they can kind of get you off balance again. No, it's all good. You chose a new beginning, something more solid, something more stable. And it don't have any letters of this person's name in it. It don't even have this person's address in the mix. Anything else? Anything else from this deck? Well, I tell you, it is hard sometimes trying to be, trying to live righteous. Because sometimes we want to get down in the dirt, in the mud with them. But sometimes it's like, having to say, all right, in the end, yeah. Something about spirit is just moving you forward. Moving you forward. Somebody that chose not to see your worth, oh, they see it now. Somebody chose not to see your worth, but now they see it. Now, not only do they see it, but they know how intelligent you are, especially after you told them the truth about themselves. And that set them motherfuckers free. Now this person, they look at you with a lot of respect. They see you as the star that you are. And they even hate that they caused this pain, because this is the pain that they're stuck in. Not only are they stuck in it, but they're going to be in it for a while until they learn a valuable lesson. But what's sad is this valuable lesson doesn't just involve them. This valuable lesson that they are going to have to learn is going to be carried down through their bloodline, their children, their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren. All because somebody in their bloodline decided to play with you, decided to play with your emotions, play with your money, your pentacles, your gifts, your whatever it was. Somebody had planned this to win at all costs, because somebody had made a judgment about who you were, and it was not the truth. Spirit told you, and Spirit showed you everything. Well, that's what it is to assume, huh? we're not going to get the, well, I guess I picked them up. Something's getting serious. Something's getting serious because somebody moved on. Because like I said, somebody didn't know what they wanted. They was just out there doing shit just to be doing shit. They was out there wasting everybody's time just to waste everybody's time. Because somebody was bored. But you know, people that get bored and they ain't got shit else to do but waste somebody else's time, gold diggers, who ain't got shit else to do. They thinking somebody gonna be traveling soon or somebody gonna come and do this or do that. You know, this it's a gold digger that ain't even working. But somebody's intuition had already cautioned them. So it's all good. Anything else? Boy. Yep. This narcissist is about to face some challenges for a while. Especially if somebody was trying to act like a dog. Mm-hmm. Boy, can you imagine that? Worry about. Thank you, Jonah. Yeah. Somebody thinks that you're going to come back, but you've already let them know, it's done. It's done. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it right there because I got to log on and do my work from a straight 8. And try and get something to eat so my stomach don't go crazy. Thank you so very much. Jonah, I'm so glad that you were able to join us this morning. And Marion, Melissa, and of course, Kate. Yes. And RB. Yes. And Red Violet Crystals. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate everybody was able to jump on with me this morning. Okay. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful day. And we'll see each other this evening. And make today a very productive day. Bye now. Thank you.